and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is a special edition where our focus is on the upcoming IPOs. The company on our radar on this video is going to be Indian Renewables Energy Development Agency, or IREDA, the NBFC which actually lends for renewable energy projects, which also has going to be offering the shares in the upcoming IPO in a price band of just 30 rupees to 32 rupees each. The issue will open on November 21st, that's tomorrow, and will close on November 23rd. The company plans to raise about 2150 odd crore rupees via this IPO. It does consist of a fresh issue of 40.3 crore shares worth 1290 crores and an offer for sale of 26.87 crore shares worth 860 odd crore rupees. And this will also be the first ever public sector company to hit the capital markets with an IPO after LIC's debut that was seen in May of 2022. To discuss and to share more insights about the upcoming IPO and to share the company's growth outlook is the company's top management with us. Mr. Pradip Kumar now joins in. He's the Chairman and Managing Director of IREDA. Welcome, sir, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Could you start off by helping all our viewers understand what is the key objective of the launch of this IPO and what will the fresh issue of funds be used for?
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you very much for inviting us. And first of all, let me tell our organization, we are working in this space since 36 years. We are today 100% Government of India owned. Post IPO, it will be 75% government and 25% to various institutions, public and etc. And we are pure play 100% green finance company. And you talk about what we'll be doing with this IPO. You have seen India has showcased at global level that when we commit anything at global level, we achieve much before that. When our Honorable Prime Minister committed for COP program for 175 gigawatt by 2023, we achieved much before that. And again, our commitment is there. One of the commitment out of the 5 Panchamrit targets, one is that 500 gigawatt capacity installation by 2030. We are quite confident that India is going to achieve much before that. When I'm talking that kind of capacity addition, if you see today around 182 gigawatt of renewable installed capacity in the country, and another 318 gigawatt additional installation will be required, which roughly requires around 32 lakhs crores of investment. And out of that, if you see typically debt equity of 75-25, 24 lakh crores will be requiring from debt market. And half of it, if you take from NBFC, around 12 lakh crore will be required financial support through debt by NBFCs. And when it is question of NBFC, we are the first and most preferred lender in the country in renewable energy space, since we are doing exclusively renewable energy financing since 36 years. And we have all the range of products and services to cater to the entire value chain of renewable energy, energy efficiency, energy access, as well as new and emerging technology, which is going to come very soon and already started. If I give 2 examples of new, ethanol and CBG is already there since 1.5 years. And offshore wind, green hydrogen, storage, they are again emerging. So IREDA has been doing this. Today, if you see in September, our audited result, we have already declared more than 47,000 crores of loan book. If you see last 3 years, we have added 24,000 crore loan book to our portfolio against only 23,000 crores in 33 years by March 2020. So which means there is a huge amount of demand and we are in a capacity and competency and expertise to support that kind of demand. And considering the kind of confidence what company has exhibited and the sectoral requirement in the era of disinvestment, Government of India decided to invest around 1,500 crore in March 22. In addition to that, government also allowed dividend exemption for 4 years, whereas government's mandate is 5% of net worth to 30% of PAT, whichever is higher for any CPSE to pay the dividend. But the kind of CAGR growth, what we had envisaged and what we have proven also, that has encouraged Government of India to invest. And also now we are ready for the fully geared up for the IPO. And I'm sure we will be post IPO, assuming if the upper band of 32, then 1290 crores of fresh equity will come to us.
Sure.
860 will go to Government of India.
So, sir, after you raise this fresh proceeds, what will be the debt to equity ratio with the proceeds in place? And after this also, how much headroom would you have for future borrowings?
Fine. See, we are a fully compliant RBI governance compliant organization. In addition to that, best quality corporate governance we have exhibited in last 3 years. Now, as per the SBI norms, we can have an exposure of 30% to any entity and 50% to any group while funding. And similarly, while raising, we can go up to 7 times leveraging.
Okay.
If you see March 2023, our leveraging ratio was 6.77. We'll keep around somewhere 7 because the CRAR, which is mandated by RBI 15%, March it was somewhere around 18. Now it has gone up to 20 and it will further go up slightly post IPO. But we have quite a lot of proposal under process and will be sanctioning as well as disbursing. If you see, our annual disbursement has grown in last 3 years at 56% CAGR. Sanction has grown up 72% CAGR. 30% CAGR loan book addition we have done. And at the same time, our NPA, net NPA, gross NPA, if you see in 3 years back, it was double-digit gross NPA and net NPA was 7.18. It has come down to 1.66 net NPA in March. And in September, again, it has come down to 1.65. And we have fairly recovered around 1,000 crores from our old assets without sacrificing significantly at all. And almost 97-98% cases, we have recovered fully along with the principal and interest.
Great. Okay, fair enough, sir. Sir, but just to give a clarity to all our viewers, I think there were 2 more attempts of you bringing in the IPO in the past. And after that also, a lot of changes have happened in your business as well. The renewable industry, the way it has shaped up has also changed. How do you really look at the timing of the IPO? Of course, the price band is very, very attractive at this point in time. What would you want to tell all the shareholders or the aspiring investors?
Yeah, 2 attempts were made initially. I think 2017 and as well as 2019. I'll just inform, I have joined the company in May 2020. And my predecessors, they had taken the initiative because of various reasons, including the market conditions for NBFC, it was decided to be deferred. And I'm sure the market is now extremely perfect, I should say. And so kind of when the investor invests in the company, 2-3 things they see. What is their past and present, and what is the likelihood of sustainability of that performance, what they have done. And for that, they not only focus on financial growth, but they focus on best quality corporate governance standards. If you see last 3 years, we have given best quality corporate governance in India, and we're the first public sector in the history who could complete the annual general meeting in 90 days. If you see this year, Infosys and TCS, they did on 28 and 29 of June, and we did on 30th of June. And we are subject to government audit, which requires 60 days time. And they are not. Despite that, we could do in 90 days. Apart from that, always the investor wants to have the audited result. We give every quarter audited result, full audit result, not limited review, since more than 2 years. And we publish the audited result quickest also. This year, half-yearly audited result was done on 23 days time from the conclusion of the period. And annual result was done on 25 days time. So when we have this kind of exponential growth and phenomenal corporate governance, best quality standards, so that is what the investor's satisfaction is. So we can say that we're much better prepared to give the investor a sense of satisfaction. And I'm sure and confident that our IPO is going to be a grand success.
Absolutely, sir. All the very best to you on that. But your loan book also has grown threefold in the last 3 years, sir. I wanted to understand with respect to the competition now. We've actually seen both PFC and REC, which somehow have similar business as yours. They've also diversified and moved quite aggressively to the financing of the renewable energy projects. Will your growth also be sustainable with competition rising in this space?
Saki, first of all, since you referred RECPFC, let me differentiate what it is generally. If you
Okay.
see our loan book, 77% is private sector loans. If you see their loan book, around 85 to 90% is government sector loan books.
Okay.
And if you see our loan book, 100% pure green. And their portfolio is today around 8 to 10% in renewable. For sure, they have already started having big plans. Not only MOU they have announced, they have also translated some of the MOU into sanctions. But true sense and spirit, IREDA doesn't have any competition actually. We three can complement each other. When I'm talking 12 lakh crores of business from NBFC space,
Yeah.
but 2030, and as on date, our share is 31% in NBFC space. And kind of net worth what we are having, we can go up to 7 times. Already we are at 6 fully leveraged. Post getting this IPO, we can further enhance through PDI or subdebt to a bit. Despite that, we have to maintain a healthy CRAR around 17 in order to ensure that triple A stable rating is sustained. We focus on sustainability, and we have been jumped from double A plus to get our triple A stable rating by three major agencies in the country. And in time to come, not only will fully leverage our net owned fund to the extent we can go, beyond that, we'll be doing joint financing. That kind of demand is there for us in the market. And we have already signed 4 banks MOU and one IIFL also, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra, Union Bank, and Bank of India. We signed with Bank of India a year back, and we have already have a larger transaction, which is much beyond our exposure. And balance exposure we have shared with them and IIFL. In the time to come, not only we'll work together, there is no space for competition rather. I will say REC, PFC, IREDA can complement each other. They are government of India entity, we are government of India entity. We can complement each other, and whatever best practices with each other we can adapt, we can handle, and we can support for this 500 gigawatt speed installation. And I am confident that we'll be complementing each other in the time to come.
Great, sir. Well, on that note, thank you so much for sharing all these valuable insights with all our viewers. All the very best to your for your IPO also. And here's hoping for more interactions going forward to understand more about your business and the outlook as well. Many thanks for being with us on Business Today Television, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Saki. Good day ahead.
Thank you so much. All right, so the management of IREDA pretty confident of a grand success of the IPO. Of course, the price points are very attractive, 30, 32 odd levels. And also on competition, he does believe that, there are the three key entities, PFC, REC and the upcoming IPO of IREDA would be successful in complementing each other, and there will be enough room to grow for each of them even going forward from here. With that, we'll wrap up this special edition, but do stay tuned on to Business Today TV to catch all the updates from the world of business and stock markets.
The same month of September, we had around 37 to 38 lakh